What's up, LC heads? So, some news was released today. We have an idea of what's going on for Christmas. And yes, Saint Letheria is back, baby. Woo! So, anybody that's been here for the longevity of the channel knows that I don't pull for Saint Letheria because I got burned so damn bad the first time she came around, and spent the next half a year looking at her little black dress in my inventory that I could never even wear. So, just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I never pulled on Saint Letheria again. She was the creme de creme as far as light magic damage went when the game first launched. If you gave her Maja's staff, you just couldn't compete with how much light damage the girl was doing at the time. But now we have Maja himself, and he's going to be rocking his goddamn staff. So that's going to be interesting. But really, the big surprise was Saintly Lilibet. All the girls are getting saintly for Christmas, so we did get a peek at her. Interesting character, right? She's going to apply a special Slayer boost and Killer boost buff on the unit with the highest attack, including her, I guess. Let's see what else was interesting. Oh yes, that's right. She also has a like some kind of special Mage Leon ability. You know what? I don't even think that would be the right thing to call it. Pretty much the further away she is from an enemy, the more her damage cap is, and if she's equipped with a weapon, a machine, she's gonna get some crit, stuff like that. She's also got a bonus for equipping a bow, and of course this girl's gonna be dual wielding, so the further away she is from the enemy, the more damage she's going to do. Her damage cap's gonna increase, so she's playing that ultimate sniper role. She is going to be ice element. Her S4 is going to actually reduce ice resistance, so that's cool, that's cute. And the big thing that's, you know, up for grabs for me personally is on the arc there's going to be ice attack. Is it ice I think it's ice mega boost. Yeah. The reason these mega boosts have become important to me recently is because of Angela. This girl, those mega boosts are huge on her. Like, if you can add an extra couple thousand to damage cap, this girl always hits for damage cap over and over and over again. The damage cap is really what limits her, right? So if you're hitting for 29,000, or if you're hitting for 32,000 over and over and over and over again throughout the whole fight, you're substantially going to do a lot more damage with this girl because, well, she's hitting damage cap all the time. I've actually been running her around, and I've found that in a lot of boss fights, I'm bringing too much intelligence. It's pointless to have a stat so high when you're hitting damage cap. So there's been a couple of boss fights I've went into where she could clear it, but I would go out of the fight and I would lower her intelligence, and guess what? She's still capping the whole time. And then I would have like 12 SC to put into hit points or MP or anything else I wanted. But regardless, she is still capping. I'm going into hard levels and I'm actually reducing this girl's intelligence. So if she's always going to cap, the best thing I can do is try to add to her damage cap. So instead of hitting for, you know, 29,000, we're hitting for 32,000 every single hit with this girl's spells. So that is part of the reason why I might want that arc. I might want that ice mega boost. I also have one of the, well, like the contract with Puck arc, and that has a bunch of nifty stuff for ice mages to do. And I think she can do a lot of ice damage with that. And I'm going to want to try to get that arc. So at least there's something that's coming up on this banner for me. I can at least do dailies and hope that I get that arc. My arc luck has been garbage, yo. Anyway, the main reason I'm making this video is because we all have a choice. We all have an option right now, right? It's either Secret of Mana characters and arcs, or it's Saintly Theria and Saintly Lilibet and their arc. Now, just IMO, I don't think the Christmas arc is that limited. It's going to come back every single Christmas. Secret of Mana is only going to come back when Secret of Mana comes back around. So we weren't even sure that we were going to get this rerun. We did. Very cool. So that's the choice that everybody has right now. At least I know what my options are. I'll be honest with you guys. I went back in for the LR arc, Oh man, your boy made some mistakes. For a veteran gotcha player, I got burned bad, yo. I'll tell you guys what I did and what I'm never going to do again. I was like 70 pulls from pitting the part 1 arc, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited till part 2 dropped, and I should have saved all my pity medals up. My whole thing was, there's no way I'm going to miss the arc on both banners, right? Whichever banner I get the arc on, I'll just go clean up on the other banner and, you know, have a good chance to get that arc. And since I was pulling hard for the LR arc on the part 2, I was like, you know what? Since I'm close to pitting the part 1 arc, why don't I just use whatever pity points I have and get these 10 pull tickets and get these single tickets, and maybe just with a little bit of luck, you know, I could pull that arc right now, and then I could just go back to the part 1 banner. That was the biggest mistake I made. I did not think that it was going to... I'll be honest with you guys, on the part 2 arc, I did over 500 pulls. I could not get a new arc. Angela's fully capped at plus 20. We pitied her at 500 pity medals. Yeah, not 300. Your boy had to go to 500 because I spent 250 on the tickets, hoping to catch a lucky break. And then from there, I started pity all over from ground zero and went through the step up and ran out of steps and was just like, damn. But at least I got a peek into the near future and I got to make a choice today. I did go with the arc. It did take 500 pity medals. Oh, it burns saying that. It burns saying that. And I did miss out. I sacrificed the part 1 arc, which is great for earth damage, great for Rees, but I'm just going to have to try to snag another arc in the future. Here's the one I got. This cost me an arm and a leg and part of my soul. The other thing too is the ether reward on this is the tits, right? Queen Scepter. This is just awesome. Magic attack damage 10%. When using attack magic, if damage is reduced by attribute resistance, reduce resistance by 20% and deal damage. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So this is cool. You know, Maja can use this. She can use this. Here's how cool it is. We'll feed another ether into it. We got it at 50%. And elemental combo. This is something that I wanted for Angela and for all of my mages that are using, you know, different elements. I think this will be good in tower, right? Because then you can change between elements and still get a power up on that element, and just keep casting it and get more damage out of it. It's a easy way to power up all the elements at the same time. And I actually think Soul Hunt can be interesting. When an ally is incapacitated, apply a magic attack damage plus 30% buff to unit. Yeah, we have something similar to that. That's for like physical attack, I believe. So Soul Hunt, okay, cool. Elemental combo, I definitely wanted this. Fast high protection, hey, that could be useful depending on where you're at. It is 7 SC. So that is why I went with this arc. Looking over the Christmas stuff that we have on our way, to me this just seems a little bit more limited. This seems a little bit harder to come by. You know, the arc ether reward is amazing. Wish I could have got the other arc too. Actually what I did, I tried to record the pulls, the ticket pulls. The recording just did not work out, but I had like 260 pity points from the part 1. So I was like, oh, I'll just get these 10 pulls and I'll get, you know, and that didn't yield anything. So I was kind of hoping that at least maybe I could snag up the other arc off of those tickets by burning through those pity points, because I wasn't going to feed into that banner anymore since I knew I was going to have to concentrate on trying to get this thing. Again, not a mistake your boy's going to be making in the future. Honestly, I should have pitied this thing real quick as soon as I got to 300 pity. I shouldn't have spent any of it on the tickets, and that's just the way that it went. It's bad luck. You know, what are you going to do? Didn't work out that well for me this time. And yeah, all we can do is learn and go into the future knowing that this crap can happen and you got to be super careful. So I'm going to be extremely cautious, and I'm probably going to take somewhat of a break for Christmas. Like I said, I went all in on this instead. I do like Angela. I enjoy running her, and I think I made the right choice here. It all depends on what else is on the Christmas banner, but it's looking like it's going to be the Saintly Girls, a new arc, and yeah, hopefully I can get that arc because I'm not a huge fan of the Saintly Christmas characters, and like, just for me, they're not that limited. They're going to be back as soon as Christmas is back. It's coming every year. Honestly, I just hope I can do a daily and get the arc off of it and clean that banner up that way. I got enough little black dresses laying around that I can't fit into. So yeah, that and the whole Christmas aesthetic, all year round, like, I mean, that's cool. Your S2 drops Christmas presents on somebody's head. That's cool for Christmas, but what about the rest of the year? I don't know. So I'm sticking with Angela. Yeah, so I just wanted to get this out there. Everybody has a choice right now. You can double down and try to get what you don't got off of this Secret of Mana collab. Or, right around the corner is Lilibet with her quirky, interesting, saintly build. And Saintly Theria. As far as Saintly Theria goes, I don't know. I don't think she'll be able to compete with Maja. I'd be really surprised. I did see that they added some damage cap to her. But I don't see how she could really mess with Maja right now unless she really got a huge upgrade. Yeah, so we're going to have to see how that goes, but I think the spotlight is going to be on Lilibet and all the crazy cool things she can do. Hey, I'm not going to knock it. She's got an amazing support ability in there if you're using Slayers and Killers, and if you have somebody that's really Killer and Slayer dependent, putting her in the party with that person, as long as they have the highest attack, she's going to make their Slayers and Killers hit for 30% more. 30% boost somewhere, so that's pretty damn awesome. That is really, really awesome. Reese has awesome support as well. And we're following Reese up with Saintly Lilibet that has some wicked unique support too. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see them adding to Slayers and Killers and giving her a custom buff like that. That is cool. She is also breaking ice resistance with her S4. So, yeah, that is important. The girl is doing ice damage, and now she's breaking ice. Where's she going to stand as far as ice damage goes? I have Amelia. She's an ice mage. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. All right, but I just wanted to put the good word out there. Everybody, it's time to make that choice because, let's see. We got 14 hours on this Mafk. I don't even want to look at that step. We got 14 hours. We got 14 hours and 0 Lapis, friends. At least I did get some luck with the collection of mana Redux banner. I did get the arcs that I wanted off of here. These tickets didn't produce anything. These tickets didn't produce anything. Oh, man. Trials of Mana. Oh, actually. You know what? Okay. That's an LR arc, too. That's funny. I just noticed that. I actually thought this was an SSR arc, and that this one was the LR arc, Flanny and Vicus. Maybe that's why I couldn't get any of these damn arcs. It did not want to turn green for me. I'm in shock, guys. Seriously. Like 500 pulls on this banner, right? And then this one was at 230 or 40. So 700, let's say 750 pulls without seeing any new arc at all. Like nothing. Oh, it was painful. It was painful. We do have Angela capped the F out. Let's take a look at her real quick. It does make a big difference when she's at plus 20 bonus, and you can get 20 more SC of hit points and MP and whatever on her, because she's already going to be hitting at damage cap. Just from my experience, her magic is already going to be hitting at damage cap. But 20 SC can make a character so much more tanky. It's going to help you get through thresholds. So a lot of fun with this character. I am happy with the arc for her, right? This is going to take up a slot for another arc that I don't have to bring, right? This arc is pretty much specifically formulated for Angela. Where is this thing real quick? Because it's specifically targeting mana magic. Now, who else is going to use mana magic, right? All magical attacks deal progressively more damage, up to 27% more. Resets each wave, and hit points and MP, a flat percentage. That's nice. So to me, by getting this arc, she doesn't need to take up another arc, right? And I can maybe use my other arc and put it on Maja or something like that. It's just less sorcerer arcs to fight over when you're running a full party of sorcerers. She's got this one in the bag. It's going to affect mana magic, so it's not really going to work for anybody else except for her. And I think it's going to do the damn thing. Interestingly enough, who else does mana magic? Popoi. I'd be interested to see what Popoi could do with this thing, right? But so far, so good. So far, so good. I'm digging that elemental combo. I cannot wait to get that. And obviously the Arc Ether. So it is what it is. Oh man, yeah, the Arc Ether. The Arc Ether on the other arc, we actually... What the hell is going on here? I finally got a chance to look at the Arc Ether on the other arc. Trails of Mana. What is that? You're going to give us a Goddess Shield, a chance to auto guard. I'm sorry. Okay, this does have like resistance to stun, I guess, but 54 defense and 36 mind and a chance to auto guard. That is not a 6-star item, yo. I'm sorry. You better be immune to stun and curse and some poison resistance for this to be a 6-star item with 90 stats on it and a chance to auto guard. So I was like, yeah, that was a huge turnoff. Earth Critical Rise, though. Earth Critical Rise. Lupine Soul would be great, too. I'm just going to have to go without those. What are you going to do? It is what it is. I think this is going to burn me when Davin drops. With my luck, I'm sure Davin will have Earth Critical Rise 2, and you'll have to add 1 to him, and I won't be able to do that because I don't have this arc. My healer is not going to be able to have Lupine Soul, which can, make a pretty big difference when healing an ally near death, which is when they really need healing. Hit point recovery plus 30%. So if you're recovering somebody from the ground up, you have a better chance of healing them to full or at least close to full. So this stuff was interesting to me. It's sad I'm going to have to pass up on it. It is what it is. We got to keep trucking. I still think I made the right choice. Reese is a strong character on her own. Her support is amazing. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to be able to unlock all of her earth damage, but she's still a very powerful character to run, and she's going to be my go-to for earth damage. I don't know. I guess it all depends on what they do with Davin, and I think he's going to be somewhere around the corner. He is like... he's like the dad of Last Cloudia. So we'll have to see what they do with him. But this arc does have an awesome trait for, physical earth damagers, specifically Reese. It just works out well for her. I've talked to some other players that are trying to put arcs on her. There's really no better arc for her than this right now, because not only are you getting the earth attack damage 20%, but then you get all the other stuff. You can put an arc on her that will strengthen her with a spear, but you're probably not going to get all the bonuses from that arc, or at least the arcs that I was looking at. Unless maybe you have some arcs that I don't have, and I was pretty sure I have most of them, with all the damn dupes I keep pulling of them. So, that is my big piece of advice to everybody. You have, 14 hours or whatever. Really stop and think what your account needs and where you want to go from here. Because it's that time. You either double down or, you move on over to the next table and try your hand there. And those are going to be the Christmas characters. If you're really hyped for the Christmas characters, and if there's anything that I've overlooked, please leave me a comment. Let me know. But I think it's pretty straightforward. Get your pulls in today while you can, if that's what you're doing. If not, hold your breath. Hold out, and Christmas will be here anytime now, and I wish you all of the saintly characters that you can handle. Later, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.